All right, we are live on YouTube. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join me here today on this Wednesday afternoon. If you are here live, it is Wednesday, June 5th, 2024. If you're here on the replay, whenever that may be, welcome. This stream is going to be primarily community news and thanking a bunch of people and sharing a few thoughts about some things that have transpired, since last night. I did a stream last night. People have responded to it, and I'm going to share a few thoughts. But before we get to all of that, first of all, let me make sure that everything is rolling smoothly. Let me check out the back end of YouTube and make sure it's rolling smoothly. It looks like it is. We've already got one person here. Thank you so much for being here. And let me also make sure that the YouTube notification has gone out. And it looks like it has. And let me do a sound check. If you are here live, it is Wednesday, June 5th, 2024. If you're on the All right. Give me a second. I keep getting a lot of spam messages. That happens a lot nowadays. Anyway, good day, everyone. I'm not going to be on too terribly long. I have some errands to run and some other things to do, and I might even do a Walking with Purpose stream later on this evening. Richard T says, "You're doing great, Eli. Everybody is talking about you." Well, I guess so, Richard. Thank you for that. You know, good, bad, or indifferent, Richard, publicity is publicity. And I'm not even looking at it that way. I'm a humble person. And all I want to do, Richard, is help people that are open to the help, is share my stories, and Dawn, my girlfriend, share her stories, and together as a team, we just want to help people that want to be helped. But apparently, an audience of people that is not our intended target market continues to insert themselves into our business, which is fine. They're entitled to do that to a certain extent. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about that here just a little bit, which is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I'm losing my verbiage because there's so much to say, and I don't want to be on too terribly long. But I appreciate that, Richard. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen what's going on, and again, we're going to tackle it head on. That's what we're going to be doing from here on out. We're going to tackle it head on, and whatever will be, right? 20 people here. Thank you so much for being here. Please smash the thumbs up, and please share this out. Let's go ahead and get right to it. The topic of this stream is, Tami, thank you for the 3 hours of your time today, and thanking a few others as well. Jenny Sandler, how are you doing? Welcome to the show. By the way, as a reminder, there is a 1 minute delay between what I say and what goes out here on these in-studio streams. Donna, welcome to the show. Great to see you here. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, again, Tami, thank you for the 3 hours of your time today. I'm going to talk about it a little bit. I'm going to talk about a live stream that Tami did that just ended a little over an hour ago or so. The time I'm doing this stream, right now it's 5:34 p.m. Eastern Time and 2:34 p.m. Pacific Time here in my neck of the woods. I'm in the San Francisco Bay Area. Let's see. Jenny says hello, or says hi, everyone. Donna says hi, all. Richard T says hello, Jenny. I hope all is well with you and your husband. I hope so too, Jenny. I hope you figured it out. You know, I really hope that you can, have a conversation with your husband and, really work things out. I think you're a good person. I think you, from what it sounds like, I think you have a good man, a hardworking, I believe he's a military man. And he's just trying to provide for the family. And I understand that, sometimes us men have to go out there and work extra hours to provide for our family, and it may come, at a little bit of an expense to the relationship, but we're not trying to do that. We're trying to provide for the family. But you can still find time and make time for love and romance. Blues Girl, hi, Coach Eli. Will be listening while cooking my dinner. 34 in the box, 2 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up and please share this out. Blues Girl, Jenny, I hope you are well. I am thinking of you. Yeah, we all are. We hope that she figures it out in regards to what she mentioned regarding her husband the other day. Let me see here. Yeah, so these people want to come in here and talk stupid stuff. I'm not going to address anything specifically regarding my family's estate and mortgage. I'm going to talk about it in general. And I don't really care about what 30 or 40 people that are still invested or interested in Coach Eli drama content. It doesn't matter what you folks think. All that matters is what I know, what Don knows, what my mother knows, what my family knows. You folks continue to want to try to knock me down, and you don't know the situation. You don't know the context of everything, and I'm not going to try to explain to a bunch of ignorant people the context things have been said in. I've tried to explain it before. I'm not going to do it again. I don't care about what you folks think about my living situation. I don't care what you think about my family's estate, my family's mortgage, what you think about Don, how I handled the seizures. Like, look at this. You guys are just projecting your misery onto me. Like, honestly, let me ask you folks in the chat, do you think it's really surreal how deep these people are trying to get to me? Like, it's just surreal. It's just weird. Okay? That's probably Coach J in here on a sock account. And I don't care, dude. I really don't care. Don doesn't care. My mother doesn't care. My family doesn't care what you folks think. We don't care. You guys continue. What's up, JB Gunner? How you doing? JB Gunner, you can stay here. Gunther Wyatt. No one knows the situation besides myself, Don, my mother. We've tried to explain it. Okay? And we're not going to go into any further deeper detail. And you folks can think whatever you want. If you think I'm not doing my part, then think that all you want. I don't care. Don doesn't care. My mother doesn't care. Nobody cares. If you want to continue to talk about it all day, every day, continue to talk about it, right? Okay? You folks do not understand the context of all matters. When things are stated, you don't know what the context is meant. And what you folks try to do is spin things way out of context to make it appear like, oh, I'm a liar, or, it's more damning or shock-worthy, right? Why do you think I care about what 30 or 40 misfits on the internet continue to say about me? I've got an audience here of people that love myself, they love Don, they love what we do, and that's all they care about. That's all they care about. No, I don't owe them anything, Blues Girl. Gunther Wyatt with the $1.99 super chat. Thanks, JB. Appreciate that. Thank you so much, JB Gunner. Let's see here. Jenny Sandler says, thank you, Blues. We just need some space. It's not a bad thing, Jenny. It's not a bad thing. But have an open and positive mind, Jenny, because that's the father of your kids. That's the man that you married, you fell in love with. Listen, Jenny, life is not hunky-dory. It's not. I love Don, and I will always be with Don, and there's no one more that I will ever love than Don. But if you folks think everything is perfect between us, it's not. We have our moments, but then we talk it out. And sometimes while talking it out, emotions can run high because Don's a woman. She has emotions. And I have emotions too, even as a man. So sometimes, sometimes things just happen and you just got to, take some time and space and then come back when the emotions are not as heightened. They're lowered. And you talk it out and you work through it, right? Let's see here. I will keep the prayers going for you. Jenny says, Blues girl. Jenny says, Blues, thank you. Donna says, space is good. Jenny, get some perspective. Yeah. Gunther White, hey, coach, looking good. And chipper as usual. Yeah. Jenny Sandler, Donna, yeah, I think so too. Thank you. Richard T, holy cow, he decided to move out. Who decided to move out? Oh, Jenny, I missed something. Jenny says, hi, Richard. Thank you for asking. Unfortunately, he went to stay at his brother's for a bit. We will figure it out. Thank you, Eli. Yeah, Jenny. Jenny, here's the thing. Jenny. When you accuse a man of cheating constantly and you have no proof, eventually it's going to get to the point of where he's going to say, hey, look, babe, I've given you no reason to not trust me. I've been a great provider for you and the kids. You know, if you need some space, then let me know. I mean, mad respect for that guy, Jenny. And listen, Jenny, I like you too. Don't get me wrong. But, sometimes women are overly, ridden by their emotions. And, maybe him giving you some space is going to allow you to realize what you have. Because, a lot of times, you don't love what you've got until it's gone. Like the Chicago song, Hard Habit to Break. That was a song that I was singing when my ex Dana broke up with me years ago. So I really, really do hope that this time apart allows you to realize what you've got. It allows him to, relax and, figure things out. And hopefully he comes back and things are all good. God bless you and your family, Jenny, you and your man and your kids. And I wish you folks nothing but the best, truly. 45 in the box, 6 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up and please share this out. Let's see. AZ Prod says, howdy. What's going on, AZ Prod? Jenny Sanders says, hi, AZ. Donna says, your family financial issues are your business. No one else's. It's all speculative. Anyway, what people say is irrelevant. It's true. Yeah, I really don't care what they say. The only reason why I'm talking about it is because I think it's a big wow when someone is willing to dedicate a little over 3 hours of their time on a live stream to talk about the same stuff that everyone else has been talking about for years to the same exact audience. Like I don't understand where the value is there. Like, I just don't get it. 49 in the box, 6 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up and please share this out. 52 in the box. No problem, bro says. Yeah, listen, JB, look, I have a forgiving heart and forgiving nature. Who knows? I may end up, down the road. Maybe we can have a conversation down the road. Now's not the right time, but that's fine. You can stay in here on this account. It's not a big deal. AZ Prod says, hey, Jenny, good to see you. Gunther Wyatt, I'm not that racist. Yeah, it's all an act. Fake instigated drama. Clocking in, clocking out. Richard T. Eli, it sounds serious if the husband decided to move out. Well, it is serious. She accused him of cheating with no proof. Hey, Granny's watching. How are you doing? What's up, Jess? Chowder is blocked. Are you aware of this? I'm so sorry for asking. No, don't be sorry, Jess. I blocked Chowder because I don't want him here. Chowder has belittled me. He's emailed me many times. I've told him to stop, and he won't. So I really don't want Chowder here. I'm not interested in doing business with him or having him chat here. But yeah, Jess, not a big deal. How's it going with you on your end? You're doing quite well over there with the true crime stuff. So I'm proud of you, Jessica. Seriously, I'm proud of you. You have really, really, turned this around. I mean, you were already doing well before the Jamie thing, but the way you handled the Jamie thing and turned it around, and you've got an even bigger audience now of very supportive people. God bless you. I don't know if you believe in God, Jessica, but God bless you and your family and your kids. Okay. 55 in the box, 7 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up. Please share this out. You're a real creator, Jessica. Real creators don't ever have to apologize for asking something. You're doing it with good intent. So I understand that. I do understand that. Richard T. Eli, do you think Jenny should apologize to her husband? Abso-fucking-lutely. I think not only should she apologize, she should make it up to him. And that's going to be up to her how she wants to make it up to him. Now, Jenny, don't get me wrong. I like who you are. And I get you've gone through some things. But what I will say is this. Don would never, ever do to me what you just did to your husband. Like, Don would never accuse me of anything like that. Because there's no reason to accuse me. Like, I'm with Don. That's it. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. And by the way, just to remind you, Jessica, Granny's watching, and everyone else, there's a 1 minute delay between what I say and what goes out. So you're going to hear this a minute after you said thank you in the chat. It's just a safety mechanism I use on my in-studio streams. Gunther Wyatt, will you sing the song You Have an Angelic Voice? No, not today, man. Not today. AZ Prod, sorry to hear about that, Jenny. Hope everything works out for you. I really hope it works out as well. I really hope it works out as well. Jenny Sandler says, thanks, AZ. And we are at the bottom of the chat. So, let me get to the Tami thing here real quick, because I don't really have a whole lot to say. I'm not going to be on too terribly long. We've been on for 18 minutes. I don't plan on being on longer than 45 minutes to an hour. And I will say this, Tami. Once again, you've decided to continue to come at me with the same agenda, unprovoked. I haven't said anything about you. I wasn't even going to talk about you. I mentioned you a few weeks ago. I did a stream on you a few weeks ago, very politely saying, you're coming at me unprovoked. I'm not trash talking you. I've respected you as a business person offline. And, you yourself have told me many times that we're too far apart on the YouTube thing. I've accepted that. Apparently, you haven't accepted that, right? Now, you do. Sandra Palacio, if Don accused you, would you go stay at your brother's house? No. No, I would not. You want to know how I would handle it? Give me a second here. No, you know how I would handle it? I would just sit down and have a conversation with Don and be all cool and calm about it and say, babe, nothing's going on. I'd say, hey, here's my phone. Here are my text messages. Here's everything. Like, here's my emails. Like, all I do is business. That's it. I'm with Dawn all the time. I mean, I would never, ever cheat on her even if I wanted to, which I don't. Even if I wanted to, there's no time to. But I would never do that to her. But if she accused me of it, I would sit down with her and tell her, babe, there's nothing to worry about. And if she kept on pushing the issue, over and over and over and over and over again, or if Dawn, kept on checking my phone without asking me first, that shows a lack of trust. If she continued to do that over and over again, yeah, then I probably would go stay somewhere else. I'd get a room, or I'd stay with my brother, or whatever. But it would never get there because Dawn and I communicate about everything, and we're a team. We spend all day, every day together. We run the business here together. Okay, we go to doctor's appointments together. Right? We have 2 dogs together. No, Sandra, in my opinion, I think the reason why he left is because Jenny pushed him to the point of where, see, you got to look at behavioral patterns, Sandra. And Jenny has left the channel here like 2 or 3 times over stupid, petty stuff. She's overreacted to stupid, petty things. So that tells me that Jenny overreacts to the smallest stuff. No disrespect, Jenny. It's just your pattern. You've shown that even online. Well, listen, I don't know what happened here. We don't know what happened. What Jenny said is that she has no proof that he did it. She has no proof. I tried to apologize to him, but then he called my older brother and told him what I did. Then I had my brother yelling at me. It went downhill from there. Well, yeah, Jenny, the thing is, listen, Jenny, respectfully speaking, if you want to fix this, let me be honest with you here, because I really want to move on from this. I'm not here to talk about the Jenny situation. I'm here to talk about other stuff, right? But I'll tackle stuff in the chat real quick and say this, is that Jenny, if you want to fix all the issues in your life, you have to start by working on yourself first. And that's what I've told everyone. You got to have self-love, self-respect. Okay. You got to learn to have patience and understanding. Okay. You have to work through all of your past demons. You have to work through all of your past traumas, because if not, that's going to affect you. Checking a man's phone secretly is definitely a step too far. Yeah, it is. It is. Now, if you ask him, if he's cheating and you ask him to check his phone, I mean, I would show my phone to Dawn anytime. There's nothing there. There's nothing there besides business stuff that'll bore her, So, yeah, I mean, we don't know exactly what happened, but Jenny just said it. So, I mean, it sounds like to me that she pushed it so far that it upset many people. So anyway, it is what it is. In my opinion, a wife has 100% right to go through her husband's phone, and same for him to her phone. I don't care to even look at Dawn's phone. Now, the only reason why I look at her phone is because she's having sight issues right now that we're trying to, she has blurred vision because of, medication, and her vision's getting a little bit better now because we're weaning her off some of the medication that was causing that. Who are you calling a loser, Jenny? Who are you calling a loser? Oh, Eli, I'm done with you. All right, Jenny, you're out of here. Okay. All right, Jenny. Eli, I'm done with you, and you are being very disrespectful. Don't give me that BS. I never did anything to you. I will never come back here. You're a horrible life coach. Go work on yourself. Well, Jenny, you just proved to everyone publicly that you're the issue, Jenny. Have a nice life. Goodbye. Does that answer your question, Sandra? She has no emotional self-control, and she snaps at every little thing. So you're done permanently, Jenny. Yep, it's okay. If anyone else wants to leave with Jenny, go ahead and leave and never come back. I don't care. I'm not going to deal with garbage here. I'm not. I mean, you come in here and overtake my show with your sob story because you realize you made a big mistake. You wanted to put it out there publicly. You wanted to get advice. And just because the advice that you're given, which is the right advice, doesn't suit you, now you want to attack me? You're never welcome back again, Jenny. Ever. You're done. And I'm sure your marriage will be done too, because if you treat people the way you just treated me, then I'm not surprised you're in the position you're in. I'm done with your situation. I don't want to talk about it anymore in the chat. Stop talking about it, or I will remove messages, okay? 58 in the box, 8 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up. Please share this out. Yeah, AZ Prod, look at her behavior. Jenny sounds way stressed out right now. Well, yeah, that's why she's creating problems for herself. Well, Sandra, listen, Sandra, I know you care about people and you know people go through things, but you can't sit there and coddle people that are making mistakes. You gotta call out the mistakes. They need to be addressed. We can't coddle people, Sandra. No disrespect, Sandra. You know Don and I have a lot of respect for you, okay? Who cares if she's stressed out? She's a mother of 2 kids. And she has a husband that's been busting ass to provide for the family. I don't want to talk about it anymore, okay? I'm done. Give me a second, folks. $62 in the box, 9 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up. Please share this out. So, I'll tell you what I'm going to do because I need to clear my head here and I need to use the restroom real quick all of a sudden. I'm going to take a quick break. We're at the 28-minute mark. Then I'm going to come back for another 30 minutes. I'm going to finish sharing some thoughts regarding that Tami stream. And then I've got a few other people to thank. You're going to be surprised. Some people made some videos about me in a positive way, and I want to address that. At Santa Palacio, she's a stay-at-home mom. No, I think she was working too, man. But I think he's the breadwinner. And don't Richard T. Even if the marriage fails, she's gonna get half, and she's gonna get child support. And the only thing is, it's like if you're gonna have a child custody battle, they're gonna look at behavior, and so that's the only thing. But it's not my place to say that. Gunther says maybe if she had a better attitude, she would be less stressed out. Right. This is all on her. Her behavior says it all. And if you folks are going to coddle her behavior, then you're just further enabling that shit, piss poor behavior. So you know what? I don't want to hear it. I'm done with this. Okay. 66 in the box, 10 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up and please share this out. I'm going to step away, take a quick break. And I'm going to start off the break with one of my favorite all-time songs in the YouTube audio library. Man. All right. All right. Music is all queued up. I'm going to step away and take a quick break, and then we'll continue. Stick around. We'll be right back.
To walk like two out the door, then you have magic.
All right, we are back live. We are back live. We're going to scratch and get right back down to business. I noticed on the break, like YouTube's been glitching out. Like it looked like it was ending the stream, and then I refreshed, it came back. I hope that everything is rolling smoothly right now. I'm not seeing any errors on my end. It might be on YouTube's end. YouTube is not receiving enough data. Well, they're receiving plenty of data. Yeah, I think YouTube is having some issues. I just want to make sure everything is rolling smoothly before I continue. This is not usual. I know YouTube's had some issues lately with some other things like description sections. They put out a note in the back end on Studio. So I'm hoping everything is rolling smoothly right now. Let me know if you folks are having any issues in the chat there. Yeah. Give me just a second here. This is just strange. Hang on. Let me check this out. And then I refreshed, it came back. I hope that everything is rolling smoothly right now. I'm not seeing any errors on my end. It might be on YouTube's end. YouTube is not receiving enough data. Well, they're receiving plenty of data. Yeah, I think YouTube is having some issues. I just want to make sure everything is rolling smoothly before I. Yeah, it looks like I'm back. And I still have the error behind the scenes. Let me refresh here, behind the scenes here, in YouTube Studio. Yeah, it looks like everything is rolling smoothly, but I'm getting that error behind the scenes. And there's nothing wrong with OBS. OBS is rolling smoothly. My fiber line is sending enough data. Yeah, Richard T, she's going to run to the other side, but they're not going to help her. What's it going to do? I mean, who cares if she goes there? I don't care who goes there. People know what they're going to get there anyway, so, you know, they can go and interview her for all I care. It doesn't matter. I mean, but yeah, I want to make sure that since I've come back from the break, put a 1 in the chat if since I've come back from the break, everything's rolling smoothly and the stream is back up to being normal. Yeah, it's YouTube having issues. I have a message saying behind the scenes error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. So I'm going to check one more time here. But I'm getting that error behind the scenes. And there's nothing wrong with OBS. Yeah, no, it looks like we're rolling okay now. We're just going to keep going, and you folks can let me know if anything happens in the chat the moment it happens, all right? Yeah, sorry about that. It's out of my control. So, okay, let's go ahead and I want to share a little bit more about that stream that Tami did earlier. Again, thank you, Tami, for giving me 3 hours of your time. Seriously, thank you. It's like free promotion. That's the way I'm looking at it. It's the same old stuff that people have been saying for years, right? We've got a 1 in the chat there, so it looks like everything's rolling fine. It's the same old stuff that's been said for years, right? And quite honestly, I don't understand. Wow, Donna, I can't even see your name there. This is weird. Like on the back end of YouTube, let me refresh one more time on the back end of YouTube because, wow, this is, oh man. Hey, every now and then something's gonna happen on the YouTube end of things. YouTube servers have been glitchy lately. I've heard. I couldn't imagine dealing with it daily. Yeah. This is the first time it's happened to me in a while, so it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. It seems to be back to normal now. But yeah, I mean, I don't understand what the intended outcome is. Like, do you just want me off of YouTube? Do you want me to stop doing the coaching? I'm not going to do that. I'm not violating any terms of service or anything like that. All I'm doing is helping people, and I share my stories. And if I want to share my stories and Don wants to share her stories and we want to be as personal with people as possible, that's fine. And you folks are allowed to respond. But respond once or twice about the same thing and then move on with your day, move on to something else. Well, I mean, it's not about what Tami, was saying. It's about it being the same repetitive stuff over and over and over and over again because, and again, Richard T, it's really, let me see here. Give me a second here. Okay. Let me do one more thing here because I think I know what's going on with my okay. Now I can see you folks in the chat. I used to use this plugin called the Go-To Channel plugin, and it hasn't been updated in a while, and it was just glitching out with me being able to read the chat. So I've fixed that now. It's all good. 66 in the box, 10 thumbs up. Please smash a thumbs up, and please share this out. Now, again, you can only see the same thing over and over and over and over again so many times. And it's one audience of 30 to 40 people that just don't like me. They get off on anyone talking about myself, my family estate, my relationship with Dawn. Okay. Saying, oh, you live with mommy and you don't pay this, you don't pay that. You folks don't know the whole story. I've shared it many times. I'm not going to go through it here again. Right? You spin things way out of context. You take things that were meant a different way and you spin it in the way that you want to spin it that makes it come off more damning to your audience. That's the bottom line. And here's the thing. At the end of the day, no matter what the situation is, right? Why do you care so much about my personal life, about what I do out here on YouTube when I don't bother any of you? Now the message has left. It's no longer saying there's an error, so it looks like everything's cleared up. Well, Sandra, they're talking about, they know how my estate works and the family trust and all of this and that. And they're saying, oh, Eli's not going to get the trust or the estate. It's all going to go to his brother and this and that. And they only have 2 homes. Well, wait a minute. They have a few other homes and they've got this loan amount. And if that loan's not paid for, then the house isn't owned by them. It's owned by the bank. And Eli's going to have to find a way to pay for it, after his mom's time comes and all. It's all just a bunch of stupid hogwash garbage, right? Like nobody is looking into any of you to see what you've got or how you pay your bills or whatever, right? And quite frankly, here's the thing. I'm not offended that you folks are talking about it. As a matter of fact, Tami, if you want to talk about the same thing about me all day, every day, if you want to dedicate 3 hours a day to talking about this, go right ahead. I'm not going to stop you. Right? But I think it's funny that, like, I haven't come at you. I've said nothing negative about you. Okay? I had a dealing with you regarding a legal issue over the business thing. I got a lot of scrutiny for that. That should have never happened, but I handled it. And I handled it in a way that made you happy. And it's still, you're still not happy. I don't understand. Right? I've handled my situations with you as professionally as possible. Right? The trouble is that where there is no information, someone will always fill the void. They don't know things, so they fill in the blanks. No, that's true. Well, some information is public, but regardless of the information, Donna, forget about, whether there's information or not. Even if all the information was out there, why does the same group of people continue to spin the same story over and over again? Why? Do they not have any other content they can feed that audience to get them the same traction? Or are they trying to ride my name? If you're trying to ride my name, I can understand that. And quite frankly, at this point, Tami, you can ride my name all you want. You could talk about me all you want. I don't care. I'm not upset. I'm just saying, what are you trying to get out of this? You don't have to answer. You probably will because I responded, and that's fine. It's your right to do so now that I responded, and you can talk about me whenever. Now, I do think there's a point where if a creator talks too much about one creator or repeats the same stuff, then it becomes harassment, but I'm not even looking at it that way. I'm looking at it from the point of, like, I don't have 3 hours to see. I'm going to be on here just a little bit longer for a total of maybe an hour or an hour and 15 minutes, right? I don't have 3 hours in a day to talk about nonsense garbage that's been already discussed a million times. I'm going to talk about new things that are relevant and that my audience wants to hear, right? That's it. That's all. And did it really take 3 hours to talk about something that can be talked about in maybe 5 or 10 minutes or 15 minutes? Just trying to discredit you. Of course they're trying to discredit me, but here's the thing, Sandra. Who are they trying to discredit me to? There's 30 or 40. Here's the point. There's 30 or 40 people that are still, like, obsessed with the Coach Eli drama, right? So that is the audience that Tami has or anyone else has that talks about this. And that's why people like Jamie and JB Gunner have pretty much moved on from this. There's nowhere left to go with it. It's just a repetitive thing. It's repetitive, right? It's a repetitive thing. And here's the thing, Tami, I'll say this, right? I'm still going to stand tall on the fact that behind the scenes, you're a good business professional. But on the internet, you're a completely different person. And maybe you do things similar in the ways Jamie does, right? Where it's fake instigated drama, right? Or it's entertainment type of content, right? But does it have to be taken as far to the point of where you and your people are looking into the numbers of my family's estate, the amount of the loan that's left, the interest rate of the loan, the type of the loan? Like, seriously, does it have to be analyzed that deeply? Like, I don't care that you did it. Like, most other people would be pissed off that you did it. I don't care that you folks did that. Donna says it's an echo chamber. They're talking to themselves. Right. And that's why I'm coming out. I have 62 people here. You got about 40 people. Tami, you have 40 people on average throughout your whole show. That's the Coach Eli haters. Now, some of them are probably here, and we got some more regular people here. We have 62 people here, right? 63 now, right? So even if we take 40 people that are here because maybe there's no rebroadcast of this right now, because other people are seeing that it's not worthy of a rebroadcast because it's old and they're not making as much money or any money doing it anymore, right? There are still 23 people that support me here on top of the 40 that are the Coach Eli haters, right? Now 65 people, right? Tiff, Eli, did you hear where Tami said she sent links of your stream to Don's daughter, her husband, and other members of Don's family? I don't care if she did that. Doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't care because that's what Tami does. That's what Tami does. She gets involved in people's personal lives. Okay. And yeah, I feel bad that you feel the need to do that, Tami. It's not like they don't already know the situation. They already know the situation, right? And, even if you're trying to hurt me by doing that, you're also trying to hurt Don at the same time, Tami. You're trying to hurt both Don and I. Because the bottom line is, number one, her parents and everyone else already knows about this and they're just going to ignore it. Number two, right? Number two, like, are you trying to upset Don? And are you trying to upset a woman that's going through a lot mentally and emotionally right now? That's crossing a major line. Right. She always crosses the line. That's what Tami does. But see, I'm not even mad about it. Here's the thing. The court of public opinion, Tami, is going to know you did this, right? And what's going to happen is they're going to stop supporting you. And it's okay. Like, do what you got to do, Tami. Do what you got to do, right? And you folks are saying, yeah, keep it on YouTube. Don't take things into real life, but you take things into real life. Anyone okay with that is wrong. Well, that's why I'm talking about it. I did not hear that part, Tiff, but I'm not surprised. And she probably did that like earlier on in the week. Yeah, I get it, Tiff. And quite honestly, Tiff, I don't care that she did it. I'm not upset that she did it. But I understand how it comes off to the court of public opinion by her doing that, right? It's one thing if my content, Tami, doesn't resonate with you, or if you don't like what I do, but I'm not out here to harm anyone. I'm out here to help people, and I share examples, right? And everything I've always said has been true. Tiff says, sadly, the court of public opinion is jaded. Well, Tiffany, the people that are Coach Eli haters, the 40 people that she caters the content to, they're going to always back her no matter what. The other people are going to be like, wow, this is going in real life. Is she the one who wants to help Don? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, Tami's always said that she supports Don and believes in Don, but she's directly hurting Don by doing this, right? She thinks she's helping Don by doing this, by sending this information to her parents. Her parents already know what I do. Her daughter and her daughter's husband already know what I do. They already know all that. Bella says, the moment someone goes real life, it shows how weak they truly are. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good on my end and Don's end and all that, but quite honestly, it is considered going real life. Sandra Palacio says it's mean and vile. I honestly think that Tami is trying to help these people or trying to help Don. And the bottom line is all you're trying to do is hurt me and you're hurting Don at the same time, right? You're creating unnecessary chaos, right? Now, at the same time, like I spoke up about things regarding my lady's family because I had to speak up and I wanted to talk about it. But there's a bug here. But some random person on YouTube, because they don't like my content or feel I shouldn't be a coach, wants to get involved into my personal life at that level. I've never gotten involved in your personal life at all at that level, Tami. Gunther says, I'll never understand going real life. I'm flabbergasted. Well, here's the thing. People are going to hear this here. They're going to hear what happened. And they're going to talk about her, right? And I mean, if you're trying to get more support, Tami, which, listen, I wish you nothing but the best. That's all I've ever done. I wish you nothing but the best. I'm going to come here after what I found out you did and say, look, I'm not upset at you. I'm disappointed that you would go that far. But if you're trying to grow your channel and gain traction, like you're going about it the wrong way. Yeah, I don't care, Tiff. I think it's Gunner. It's not a big deal. They're trying to create a scenario to have your stream flagged for what? Gunther Wyatt, 199, the real. Yeah. Flag my stream for what, Tiff? I'm not violating any terms of service at all. Okay, listen, Gunther, I'm going to remove those comments based on what Tiffany said, but I'm not going to ban you, okay? So Tiffany, I know who it is, okay? I don't want to cause any more issues regarding this. I just want to share my thoughts and move on with my day. Yeah, ODN and everyone else, can you folks please let me handle this? I know exactly what I'm doing. Let me handle it. Let me handle it, okay? Here's the thing, Tiffany. YouTube is not going to remove you for somebody coming in your chat out of your control, okay? They're not going to do that, okay? ODN, I understand where you're coming from. I just want you to know I'm handling this the right way, okay? I'm not going to fight fire with fire, ODN. I'm going to logically explain it. And I'm going to let the court of public opinion decide what they want to do. It's up to them, right? So I get what you're saying, everyone. And look, I understand this is her way to get her views and get the attention and all that. This is what she's done. But I'm handling it the respectful and professional and mature way. There's no need to do anything else. This is, what happens on YouTube should stay on YouTube. Do you understand? Thank you. ODN, listen. Listen to me. I'm coming out here looking you in the eye right now and saying, I respect what you're saying. I always have. I respect you. I respect you. I respect you. Does that make sense? But there is a method to my madness. And the bottom line is, if you're always going to come out here and threaten people to sue them and do all that stuff, that makes the matters worse. I'm not looking to do that. I'm going to stand up for what I believe in. I'm going to stand up for my woman. I'm going to call it as I see it. And I'm going to be nice about it and say, hey, look, if this is what you want to continue doing for your content, or if you really think you're truly helping people by going real life on them, if you really think there's like a major issue, then you got to do what you got to do. But that's all good. Have a good stream, Coach. Well, thank you for stopping by, JB. No, Gunther, he says you're good, so you're good. Just stay. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Eli, if you unblock my real channel, I won't have to play this Gunther stuff. You know who I am. Yeah, let me think about that, JB, okay? Let me think about that. I'll get back to you, all right? Santa Palacio, then why talk about it, Eli? It's clock in and clock out. Because there are people that are going to be concerned, Sandra, about what's being said. And I want people to know that Don and I are fine. Everything is fine. And that's all, Sandra. We've been tackling it head on. And that's what's working for us. I got to check on Dawn for a second. I think she needs something. I'll be right back, and we're gonna go another 15 or 20 minutes. I have a few more things to say. Okay. So give me a second here. Give me a second. We'll be right back. right, we're back live. We are back live. We are just going to scratch it and get right back down to business. I've only got about 10 minutes left, folks, because I got to help Dawn with something in about 10 minutes. We've got some things to do. Dawn says hello to everyone, and she hopes you're all having a great day. Yeah, I'm just going to wrap up by saying this. I wish you nothing but the best, Tami, truly. I have no hatred for you. I feel for you because, you feel the need to, take things into real life, take things to the level you want to take them. I can't control who you are. I'm not going to try to do that. But I really wish that you would sit there and think about what's really happening. And what this all really boils down to is the fact that you and some other people just don't like me. My message does not resonate with you folks. And you can just change the channel and talk about something else. Now, unless you're, getting paid on the payroll to do it, maybe Silicone's paying you. I don't know. I don't want to assume, right? But what's really going on does not make any sense. No one's done anything wrong here. We've shared our opinions about things. And that's that. But yeah, do what you have to do what you enjoy doing, whatever. I'm just going to come out and say, hey, I would never do those things to anyone. Back in the days, I was trying to defend myself. I threatened to sue people. I threatened all these things, and I realized it's not the right way to handle it. I'm not here to sue anyone or harm anyone or anything. I'm here to just help people, and that's it. Let me make sure it's going through okay. To channel and talk about something else. Now, I want to mention one more thing. I want to talk about Raleigh. Raleigh tagged me in a video, I believe it was yesterday. I got a chance to, I didn't listen to the whole thing. Maybe I should go back and hear the whole thing. I skimmed through it. Raleigh, I don't have a whole lot of time. But you were saying some nice things. You were saying that you never meant any harm, was light trolling, this and that. I understand that and I respect that. I actually respect what you said. I'm going to go back and check out more of your video, watch the whole thing. And who knows, Raleigh, maybe I might even bring you back, as long as you, are truly going to be supportive and stuff like that, right? But at the end of the day, this is all it boils down to. All Don and I want to do is help people that are open to the help. We also love sharing our real life stories to be able to connect and bond with people and relate to people. That's all. Okay. That's all we want to do. That's all we've ever done. And we appreciate everyone that's been truly supportive. We know there are some real supporters here. We also know there are some people here because this is considered drama to most people. I don't even want to consider this drama. I'm just basically responding to some stuff that was said about myself and Don in another stream that's been very repetitive. And, it's like, it's taken to the level of where it's like, I don't get it. I don't get how people have the amount of time or desire to, take it that far. Like, what are they trying to accomplish? Don and I just want to live life. My family and Don's family, we just want to live life. And life is not fair. It's not perfect. People make mistakes. I've made mistakes. So has Don. So has my mom. So has Don's mom and her family and her kids. And we've all made mistakes, right? And the only way to correct those mistakes and move forward in a positive way is to tackle those mistakes head on. And Don and I choose to speak about some things publicly because we want you folks to know we're real people going through real things, no matter what anyone else says. But just because we share some of those things, doesn't mean that, people should get involved at a real life level. Yeah, respond to it, have your say to it. You have the right to do that. My copyright match tool is catching everyone that's using my content. It's even the members only stuff that was done by the disabled guy on Rumble. It's catching it because you folks are using that version, so you don't have to buy a membership and use that for your content. You're going to Rumble, and YouTube is still catching the Rumble version through their content ID system. But I'm not even going to flag those down. I'm not going to flag any of them down. I'm not going to flag any of you down for copyright at all. All I'm going to say is this. I wish you all nothing but the best, including you, Tami. I wish you nothing but the best. And if I'm going to give you any advice, at some point, if you don't stop doing these things, it's going to catch up to you on YouTube. And regardless of what you've said and done, hey, I wish you nothing but the best. I'm trying to be positive about this, right? You guys are trying to use this to get me to overreact and get triggered, and I'm not. I'm just like, wow. I'm like shocked. At the same time, I'm shocked. I'm not even surprised. I'm not surprised because you folks have done this before many times. Anyway, I got to run. It's 6:48 p.m. Eastern, 3:48 p.m. Pacific. I will more than likely be back for a walk later in the afternoon. Got some things to do with Dawn right now. We both love you all. Thank you to everyone for being here. JB, thank you for your super chats. Appreciate it. Gunther says, I do think that people should leave you and Dawn alone in real life. I truly do believe that. I believe you, JB. I do believe you on that. I mean, I saw that, JB, and I appreciate that. I saw that video. Yeah. Well, JB, here's the thing. I'll tell you what, JB. How about you make another video and address all of this? And I'll take a look at it. And depending on that video, I'll probably unblock you, man. That's fine. Because I think you like being here for a multitude of reasons. And I don't think like the real life thing between you and I is done. Okay. And that happened in the past. My apologies for that, despite other things that have happened between us. It's time to let it all go and move on, right? But yeah, if you want to do that, bro, I'd appreciate it. Maybe do a whole show on it. Bring some people on to talk about it, JB, because I think, honestly, that'd be a good show for you, and you can get some traction on it. Bring some people on and talk about it, regarding the real-life calls to Dawn's family and her daughter and her daughter's husband and all that. But I got to run, folks. See you all later. Have a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.